Hey guys, welcome back to DIPSWITCH Demos. My name is Jackson and it's another episode of News and Coffee. Something that I'm doing at the beginning of every month, just keep you updated with what's going on, a few bits of news in the kind of guitar world, and also just answer some comments and questions. However, this month is a little different. The first thing that's slightly different this month is that I drank all my coffee while I was setting up, so I've run out. No big deal, you guys go ahead and get a nice long drink of coffee. Reason number two, it's slightly different this month, is that it's been another quiet month for the guitar world for obvious reasons. One or two bits of news that I will talk about. Number three, because it's been a quiet month, I thought we would do a pedalboard build. So as you can see, I've kind of laid out some pedals, the pedal board, and we're going to put together a nice new board for myself. If you guys are anything like me, then this lockdown has meant that you are rebuilding and revisiting pedals and making new pedal boards all the time. So I'll start off with the layout. I pretty much know where everything is going to go in my signal chain. But I guess the first bit of personal news, is that this month we reached 3,000 subscribers, which is pretty, couldn't be happier. It's really, really great. Really appreciate everyone coming, checking out the channel and sticking around, checking out the videos. It's going to be some more exciting stuff coming up in the next couple of months. So this is where we're going so far with the signal chain. We're going to go into my tuner, then down into the Mythos AU79 Golden Fleece, Argo, Herculean. It's my little Mythos section here. Lightspeed, which I've fallen back in love with. I'm also going to be running that on 18 volts. Another bit of news. Personally, I do not find this little bit of news exciting at all, but Strymon announced a new pedal, the Compadre, I think it's called, boost and compressor pedal in one. If you ask me, it's a very, very boring release. They discontinued their OB1, which is, as far as I can tell, a very similar pedal a couple of weeks ago, and it seems that they've just given it a new makeover, maybe modernised a few of the features, but it really does not look that exciting at all. I would have much rather have seen them come out with maybe a different version of the Iridium, maybe expand on that kind of thing that they're going for, or something in the kind of Volante form factor, maybe a different version of the Volante, do a different tape machine. I think it's a very boring and easy release, if you ask me. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Strymon fans out there who are going to love it. But not for me, I'm afraid. So this is the layout before we've wired it all up. I'll quickly run you through what's going on. Like I said, tuner, AU79, Argo, Herculean, Lightspeed, and then from the Lightspeed we're going up into the Dane, which is back on the board. I'm kind of always come back to the Dane for all my solo tones, basically because it's got so much volume available. Just crank up the volume and it is great for solos. Either the clean side or the drive side is great. After the Dane, then we're going to go into the Junipero, which I'm trying out. Like I said, I've not even plugged this in yet, but essentially loads of different modulations in one. After the Junipero, we're going down into the Chase Bliss Mood. Then after the Mood, into the DD200, my favourite delay pedal at the moment. Favourite digital delay pedal at the moment anyway. And then finally back up to the Atmosphere, Dr. Scientist Atmosphere, which I'm also loving a lot. We'll start wiring things up, and while I'm wiring things up, let's answer some comments and questions from the past month. So the Dr. Scientist Dusk video came out, which is just here. It's done quite well, I think, for it's kind of an odd pedal, if you ask me. But I'm really enjoying the tones that we're getting from that pedal. Not really any questions on the Dusk video, but this comment made me laugh quite a lot. Rysenden, I don't know, said, "You finally found the light switch." Yes, I went through a phase just before Christmas of trying out some new looks on the videos, and a lot of the videos were very dark. Looking back, it was a very silly idea, but just trying things out, working, always trying to make the videos better. But yes, the videos are much brighter now and they look better, if you ask me. Another big video that we had come out this month was the Fender Mustang GTX 100 demo. Really cool little amp, I have to say. I really enjoyed making that video and it's done really well as well. A few questions on that thing as well, or a few comments that I thought were worth addressing. Light or Leet, not sure how to say that, says, "Hey, great review, picking one up today. That's awesome, I hope you enjoy it. What was the configuration you did for the for Congregation?" Which is the little ditty I played at the beginning of the song, the Foo Fighters song I played at the beginning of the demo. Just wondering what tones I used for that. So the beginning, I used a Vox AC30 sound that's in the Fender for the kind of cleaner, just kind of chimey, gritty stuff. And then when the whole band kicks in, I flicked it over to a Marshall sound. So kind of really classic Foo Fighters amps as well. Guitar Slinger also comments, great review, not too much talking, but loads of great tones, perfect. I will order one right away. Cheers. Really cool. Thank you so much for the nice comment. I hope you enjoy the amp if you did get around to ordering it. What else have we got? Yunk Etrenico. I'm really bad at reading these names out. Do you think it is suited as a practice home amp? It sounds great to be able to tune all those tones without pedals, but it might be too loud. No, I would say it's definitely not too loud. Kind of one of the advantages of having a transistor or non-valve amp, I suppose, is that turning the volume down doesn't really sacrifice your tone. With valve amps, really they sound best when you're cranking them. Not quite the same case with transistor amps. So definitely, it was definitely suited to a practice home amp. Finally, another review of this amp. I'm trying to compare this to the Katana Mark II 100. The Katana seemed to be better than the GT, but now the GTX seems like it might have taken the lead. Yeah, sure. I think there's definitely some clear positives and negatives with both of the amps. Personally, I really like the ease of use that you get with the Fender. Just being able to use the app to customize your tones without having to plug it into a computer. It just seems to be a more complete solution. I think the tones in both amps are very comparable. In fact, they're probably very similar. I think the Fender really stands out with cleaner tones, and I think the Katana probably stands out with the dirtier tones. So really, it just depends what you're going for. For me, I think that the Fender might be a more complete solution, but the Katana has become such an industry standard now in such a short amount of time that maybe, there's obviously pluses and minuses to both. Another video that came out this month was the Jennings Voyager Deluxe video. A really, really beautiful guitar, custom build, American booty guitar. I'm borrowing it off James Home at Home at the moment to do a couple of videos with, and it is just a beauty of a guitar, and you guys seem to like it as well. Lockdown G, appropriate name for right now. What a stunning guitar, sounds great too. Yes, it's a beauty guitar, probably one of the best guitars I've ever played, to be honest. Really loving it. Binface9 says beautiful, agreed, amazing guitar. And then James's Home of Tone himself says, congrats on the 3K subs, man. Here's to many more. Cheers, dude. Another note on the Jennings stuff. I'm getting pretty close to speccing out my own version, so stay tuned for that. I'm sure it might take a few months, but yeah, really close to speccing out my own version of that guitar. Loved the Jennings so much, it was awesome. Another video that came out this month was my demo of the PHA Overdrive from Curio Custom Audio. Unknown pedal brand for me. I hadn't heard of them before, but really, it's a really great sounding overdrive. Definitely check out the video if you haven't already. But Everyday Guitarist says, you always have my favourite low gain tones, dude. That is a massive compliment for me. Low gain is where it's at for me, and when I get higher gain, it's either a fuzz or stacking lower gain drives together. I think that's the secret for me. But having great low gain tones is awesome. It's really important, I think. And also, that's some sexy B-roll. That's really kind comment, because I really struggle with all the cameras and stuff. It's the thing that I find hardest about doing these videos. And I might start doing a few bits of behind the scenes stuff of how I've kind of wigged my way around some of these things. I've got a little trick that I do for the B-roll specifically that I'm going to share with you guys in a couple of weeks. But really appreciate that, yeah, because it's something I struggle with and always try to get better at. Comment here from Graham Reaper Art on the Tysco Boost video. Your channel needs more recognition. Great work. Thank you so much. I do think that it's starting to pick up slow and steadily. We know we've got 3,000 now, which is awesome. So yeah, I do feel confident about the channel and stuff. Comment on the Analog Man Prince of Tone video. Nice demo. Is this pedal kind of transparent? Can it be a substitute for a Tumnus? Substitute for a Tumnus, not directly, no, because the Tumnus is clonny and the Prince of Tone is basically blues drivery. So, they're similar, they could probably do the same sort of things, but not direct replacement, no. The Prince of Tone is more transparent than the Tumnus. I prefer, if we're looking at it in a much broader sense, I prefer the Prince of Tone to the Tumnus, but I prefer clones over blues breakers, so go figure. But yeah, definitely go try it. On a note on the analog man stuff, I'm very close to my name coming up on the King of Tone waitlist. Kind of lost excitement about it. I'll probably buy it, but I'm not that bothered about it anymore, I'm afraid. Comment on the Rocky Repaired amp clone demo. Do you still feel the same way about this pedal since making the video? Absolutely. That is still probably my favourite clone style pedal that I've tried. The only one that comes close to it is the Mythos one that I've did a demo on. But yes, definitely still my favourite clone type pedal. Rizard ZK comments, seriously underrated channel, keep it up. Cheers, thank you so much, really appreciate the kind words. And then just finally 2 comments on the last episode of News and Coffee, a couple suggestions of stuff that I should try out. Scott McLean says, no question, just suggest you take a look at the KMA pedals. I've got 5 of them and all of them went straight to my favourite in their category. KMA would be definitely a company I'd like to try out, although I don't think they need any help from me right now. But yeah, 100% they look sweet and I love the artwork and vibe that they're going on with those pedals. Rolo asks, or says, Jackson, hope you get to test a Jupiter Silver Machine fuzz. Andy did a demo. It's a circuit based on the Univox Super Fuzz fuzz face bender hybrid. Wish you can do a fuzz comparison video including Tone Bender Mark 1, Foxtone Fuzz and a Shinny Super Fuzz. Regarding this Jupiter Silver Machine fuzz, I'm not actually sure I've heard of that before. I'll have to check that out, but it sounds cool if Andy's done a demo. He likes his tones. Doing a fuzz comparison video with a Tone Bender Mark 1 Foxtone and a Shinny, I don't know how to say that. Is it Shinny? Super Fuzz. That would be awesome. I don't have any way of getting my hands on of any of those original pedals, unfortunately, but that would be awesome. Thank you for all the comments this month, all the kind comments and stuff. It's really another really good month. Appreciate it. Answering all those comments has distracted me from the task at hand, which was wiring up this board. I haven't touched it since looking at those comments, so we're going to do that now. I may time-lapse it, speed it up a little bit. But yeah, thanks guys for all the comments as usual. Really appreciate it. Okay, so this is the board all wired up. It's probably the neatest board I've done for a long time, even underneath. You know, it looks messy from the outside, but everything is going where it needs to go. I think that looks pretty sweet. Let's plug it in. I'm probably not going to get into tones today just because this video is already probably long enough. But I will plug it in just so we get some power. Yeah, all looks good from here. Oh yeah, that needs an input to plug in. I think that was all working fine. Happy about this. Going to spend some time getting to know this layout a little bit. Maybe it'll stay like this for longer than a couple days. So yeah, happy with that. Album suggestion this month is going to be Gary Clark Jr.'s album This Land. I think it's called This Land. Anyway, I've been listening to it recently and it is just a killer album. Some really good tracks on there. And he's just a monster player and he's got a lot of groove going on. So yeah, definitely go check out that album. Thanks for checking out this video as always. Thanks for sticking around and thanks for the comments as usual. Hopefully there'll be a bit more news next month when I do the next episode of this. And yeah, thanks again guys. Cheers.